Okay, man. Uh, man, what's your why, man? What got you started on this health journey? How long you been, this way?
I haven't been keeping a running count, dude, for real. Seriously. Um, I would say I've always been like health conscious,
Yeah.
always been eating and doing what I thought to be healthy. So let's see. I mean, it dates back to when I was a kid. Like I was always that kid that was like, hey, are we supposed to be eating this?
Yeah.
Because I come up reading the Bible and stuff like that. And, something wasn't clicking to me. And the first thing that's like really made me start scratching my head was milk, was cow's milk.
Huh?
I used to always, man, I was like, why are we drinking cow's milk? And I never liked the taste of it and had to get forced to drink it and was really eating cereal dry and stuff like that because you
Yeah.
had to
Uh-huh.
had to make it work.
Yep.
But it really started just being an athlete, just trying to do right for my body. I wanted to dive in that world to see how I could stay on the court longer, prevent injuries and stuff like that. And then the world just opened up, man. So I would say I would say like 2017, I took my first nutrition course in college, and that did it, dude. That did it. What about you, man? What got you really started?
Man, when I was a kid, bro, my papa, I tell everybody this, bro. My papa, he uh he had leukemia, and he was on his deathbed, and the doctor was like, I was like, hey doc, you a doctor, bro. You supposed to help him, when we are sick, you're supposed to help us to be better, And I'm a kid I couldn't really understand, but I knew enough. I knew they could help him, you know. And when man, the doctor was like, son, it's nothing that I can do. Those words, bro, it's nothing I can do. It's nothing I can do. It's nothing I can do. That was engraved in my mind. So I was like, well, if you can't help him, you can't help me. So I would never put myself in a place where I have to depend on you. And man, seeing my papa die from cancer, bro, um, it scarred me. But that's what made me I began to, man, search up what causes cancer, what causes diabetes, what causes disease and sickness. I began to study all these things because I would never put myself in a place of dependency to the doctors. Because they would, if they couldn't save him, they can't they won't be able to save me. And in my mind, I began to look at all these foods, all these vegetables, all these fruits, all these seeds and nuts and berries, and I found out that it heals the body. When, like you said, milk, it kills the body. Man, junk food kills the body. Cake, ice cream, so much things that we were given. I mean, it destroys this body, bro. And so when I begin to compare my food, I saw there's food that promotes life and there's food that promotes death, you know. And so that happened when I was a kid. And COVID-19, bro, is what really, really knocked it up for me, bro. I forgot the year of when COVID hit, I got sick. And and so I had that was the day, bro. That was the day. I don't know, maybe about 5 years ago. That was the day I said, I'm done eating meat. I'm done eating bad. I'm done with this, unhealthy lifestyle. And bro, I've been at it ever since. Um, at it ever since. Now I just teach people how to eat better. I teach them how to be healthy. And I'm still learning myself, bro. I'm still learning myself. So yeah, bro, that's my story, man. I don't want people to I want them to know they can be healthy. You ain't got being sick ain't man, being sick isn't supposed to feel normal. Being sick isn't supposed to be something that we are expecting to be when we're old. But we can be healthy And being healthy can be something that is passed down to our children, and I've saw through experience that we are passing down sickness and disease to our children through things that we do. My dad always told me, well, if it didn't hurt me, you here, right? You know,
I love
I
how you
can't
just
stand that,
I
bro.
love how you just imitated your dad. My dad would say stuff like that too.
Yeah. And he said, well, it
Oh
didn't hurt
man.
you. You still here. And the problem about that is whenever you get into like epigenetics and how you see how certain foods, certain drinks, certain things that we do, it affects our cellular structure and it affects the environment around our cells, which means I could eat a cake or ice cream today and 4 years down the line, or maybe 15 or 30 years down the line, when I have kids or whenever it happens, it basically affects my great 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 grandchildren. And so I found out that the food that we eat, it basically um it builds the cells or destroys the cells. And so when I found that I can be healthy without a hospital, without taking medication, I could be healthy without these things. You know, man, even the fact that not getting sick, bro, that's normal now. You know, and it's, man, it's blessed me. Like I said, bro, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I still have my desires, my cravings, you know, but it's not as strong as it used to be. Now it's nah, I don't need that. Now when it smells good, nah, I don't need that. You know, so I most definitely feel more free. I just want the world to know, bro, you can be free. You can be healthy and free and still love living. People think,
Yeah, and
people
still
think,
love it and
yeah, bro.
enjoy it,
People,
Look, how much time do you have? You about to get me fired up,
oh,
man.
I got
Hey.
time, bro.
I I don't want to be on here for too long though, but man, you just said a lot of stuff, man, that really resonated with me. And I was gonna talk about epigenetics, and I was gonna bring up the
Wow.
brown and black community
Yeah,
and eating habits and stuff like that. You just kind of get numb to it.
yeah.
You kind of get numb to seeing people sick or seeing your family member sick.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, it was so normal for somebody to be sick, and then they would blame it on, oh, I'm getting old.
Yep.
I'm getting old, not knowing that you got your actual age and then you got your biological age,
Yes.
because your cells, of course, they are going to age, but how
Mm-hmm.
you're treating yourself and with the foods that you're putting in, stuff like that, definitely has more of an impact than what people think.
Yes.
And it's the scary phrases like uh, all in moderation. And that's a phrase that it makes me feel weird, man. It
Yeah.
makes me feel weird because if you're having something that's potentially toxic to
Yeah.
yourself and you just having just a little bit of it,
Mm-hmm.
just think how it adds up.
Yes.
Because you can eat out, you can
Yeah.
go eat out, and you say, well, I only eat out twice a month. Well, you add that up in a year,
Yeah.
could
Bro.
have you could have done something else with that money. And so
Yeah.
we share the same passion. We're aligned, and that's one of the reasons why I was so excited to meet you, man, because health is so it's been here. It's been
Yep.
here. It's been here.
Yes.
And the more and more I keep digging, because I'm still learning. I'm
Yeah.
still learning. It's just like a movie that you have seen before. It's your
Yeah.
favorite movie. It's our favorite movie,
Yes.
right? But we keep watching it over and over and over again to learn something new, and we keep
Yes.
diving into it. We're always going to be interested into it. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff that they are still trying to explain, still trying to find.
Yep.
And that's another part where we linked again, because science doesn't explain everything.
Yeah. You're right.
We love our science, but it doesn't
Yeah.
explain everything.
That's true.
And I think that is it's one of the reasons why people are kind of disillusioned, man,
Yeah.
because what they know or what they believe is true may not be true. They're just being fed it, and it's a comfort.
Yeah.
It's a comfort. You take doctors for an example. That's one of the most
Yep.
highly regarded beings, right? Just because of their status,
Yeah.
right? in all actuality, you can look through their coursework and you can
Yeah.
find that most doctors don't have sufficient coursework or
Yes.
any in
Yep.
nutrition
Oh my
when it
God.
all
Yep.
started with food. I
Yep.
can't say it all started with food, but food is the one of the major catalysts
Yeah.
for why people are going through what they're going through. And
Yeah.
I appreciate you for your story, man, for sharing your story about your granddad. Matter of fact, I call my granddad my pawpaw too.
Mhm.
Uh, he had lung cancer. He was a smoker, and bless his heart. I mean, he didn't want to go to the doctor because he was just like, I'm gonna, I'm just gonna live. There's nothing that they can too much
Yeah.
do for me. I'm good. I'm gonna live. I'm going to enjoy my life the way I want to. And I would just kind of sit and watch it all unfold,
Yeah.
right? And when you go to funeral, and of course, we lost him too soon. I mean, he had way more life to live. He would be here today had he had dropped, a
Yeah.
habit like that, and we're eating lots and lots of meat,
Mhm.
lots and lots of meat, barbecues, fish fries, crab
Everywhere.
boils, you know,
Yes.
eating all the bottom dwellers of the sea, the
Yeah.
cockroach of the
Yeah.
sea. It does it to you, man. The pig, the red meat, it does it to you. So
Yep.
you have a group of people that are eating it more than most, and we're just going through it. We're going through it as a world, right? I like to talk about our brown people and our
Yeah.
black people just because we can connect with them, but make it make sense, man. We lose somebody due to bad health choices. We come together and do some of those same bad choices,
Yes.
like repasts. Got the platter out with all the food. They call it soul food and
Mhm.
comfort
It's
food.
killing you.
Dude, we got to do
Killing
better,
you.
man. And so I really wanted to get this going, man, where we just sit up and we just have conversations. We meet people.
Yeah. You're
I
right.
met so many people today, man, at the farmer's market. Well, not today, Saturday at the
Yeah.
farmer's market. I'm passing cars out. I'm like, hey, let's have a conversation
Yeah.
because it costs us nothing but time to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But
You're right.
look at the lives that we can touch with just our conversation. And then
Yeah.
on the back end, we're doing our research. It's
Yep.
not like just willy nilly out here
You're
just
right. You're
doing
right. Yep.
doing our thing. So, dude, like let's get consistent on this.
Most definitely.
Going, uh, we can sit here and talk, just you and me. But I plan on having lots of people, just talking to them, and just even finding quote unquote experts and talking to
Yeah. Most
them and
definitely.
their brain because everybody has a different perspective in some kind of way. So
Yeah.
I want to bust myths. I want to deep dive. I want to do all that, man, because we got to. We've got to. It's been
Definitely.
here. It's been here for us, man. And I try not to get fired up so much because I'm becoming the man I used to make fun of, man.
Hey, bro. Yeah. Absolutely. Bro. Yeah. You're right.
I'm becoming the man I used to make fun of, like giving lectures and stuff like that, trying to
Mhm.
warn people of the poisonous snake in the tall grass,
Yeah.
man.
Yes. And you said it, bro. Like I think I told you this before. My family, not even our people, our black and brown people, they uh they laugh at you for eating good, but they congratulate you when you're eating bad. That's crazy. And
Right.
when I'm the only one at the family reunion or the Thanksgiving or the Christmas dinner eating a salad
Mm-hmm.
and they laugh at you.
Mm-hmm.
They say, oh, you eating rabbit food, you eating this, you eating that.
Yep.
You eating like a bird, and but the truth is, I'm more free than I'm free. I don't ha I'm out I'm not enslaved to my belly. I'm not enslaved to my desires. My desires don't control me. I control my desires.
Oh,
My,
dude, you
my
said that.
appetite.
You said
Yeah,
that. I hope who's ever listening will come back and hear that and
yes, bro.
that'll resonate with them. You said that.
Yeah, and that's the fact, bro. Because a lot of people, you never know how enslaved you are to your belly until you try to go against your belly. Bro, you never know how enslaved you are
Oh man,
until
you
you try to
said it.
leave me alone.
Come on.
You know, and we have people who go the whole life mastering this and mastering that, but they fail to master their belly. you know. And so we got people who could potentially live to 120 years of age, healthy, fully functioning, but because they can't overcome that brownie or the chocolate chip or the candy or cake or ice cream, they're cutting
Yeah,
their life short. And that's the ones who are laughing at us,
yeah,
you know. And and so if they just saw it the way we see it, I'm trying to give you life. Can we they gave us death as a kid. But now I choose to live. I choose to live a healthy life, a satisfied life. I don't want to be a burden to my kids. I don't want to be put in the nursing home. I don't want to have joint pain. I don't want to, what I'm saying, can be having to have
yeah.
a cane.
Inflammation,
Yes. I want to be,
aching,
yeah.
pain.
I want to be free. I want to be, healthy. I want to be fully functional, to where I can help my kids, and be here.
Yeah.
I want to be here. I don't want to die, you know, and I wanted to be here. All man, whatever the Lord got for me, I want to be here, And so we just got, like I said, bro. I think as we talk and talk and talk, people will begin to wake up. People will begin to see I can be healthy too. That dependency on the medical system. Man, don't give me started on that, bro.
Oh
That,
yeah, you know we're gonna talk about that.
yes,
You know
bro.
we're gonna get on that.
Man, I got a saying. It's a quote. This is a quote, bro. The quote is going to the bank. No, getting a loan and saying you're rich is like being on medication and saying you're healthy.
Hmm.
And
Come on now,
a
because
lot
you
of
can't
people,
you
yes,
can't get help from a needle.
you're right. You're right. Yes, bro.
Oh man,
Yes,
that's a
bro.
good quote.
Getting
Man, that's a
alone,
good
yes,
quote.
bro. Getting alone and saying you're rich is like it's like being on medication and saying you're healthy, and that's
Yeah,
the reality, bro. We
fraud.
think I'm on diabetes medication. I'm on so migraine medication.
GLP-1,
Yes,
semaglutide.
yes, and when you study these medicines, bro, oh man, it's a golly body
But
was
get this.
yeah,
Hey, get this. And I know this is gonna make some people skin crawl. Where or how was that medicine derived?
exactly, exactly.
That I would venture to say, you know what, we're gonna have to research that, because a lot of people they're gonna start coming at us, where are your sources and stuff like that.
Oh,
I'll
bro,
find it, we share it.
I
I will
can,
find
bro.
it, we'll share it.
Bro, I can tell you, my brother, I done studied it, man.
Dude, what do you think is
Yeah.
the percentage of all medication on how they were derived? I think it's a high percentage. I would venture to say at least above 80% of
Yes.
medication was derived from plants. Okay,
Yes.
when I say plants, I'm talking herbs,
Mm-hmm.
oils,
Yep.
seeds, leaves,
Yes.
roots.
Yes. Yes,
They had to
bro.
have been. Now there's some really hard stuff out there, really,
Almost
really
definitely.
hard stuff out there that
They,
has no plant derivative in it.
yep. Most
We
definitely.
we know that,
Yes.
but a lot of the things. And see, gonna get me started, man. That's gonna be an episode for another time.
Mhm. Bro,
Is is we would rather because look, and this is what I tell my kids. I'm a school teacher, a middle school teacher. This is what I tell my kids. It's gotten to the point to where the nurse can no longer give them medication, and I'm excited.
amen.
The
Yeah.
kids don't like it.
Yeah.
They don't like it, but whatever. But it's like this. You got a headache, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
not the end of the world.
Yep.
That's your body telling you something.
Yes.
Your body is telling you something,
Yep.
right? So either way, you got to wait it out.
Yep.
Either way, you got to wait it out. You take the
Right.
medicine. It might be a shorter time of waiting it out,
Yep.
but either way, you don't take the medicine, you still got to live out that headache.
Yep.
So it's convenience, it's fear, and it's a lack of knowledge, a
Yep.
lack of knowing. Like, hey, I can really do this. Like, and this is years in the making, man. It's years in the making. Like we're gonna deep dive, man, and we're gonna iceberg it and get into all these institutions and stuff like that, man. I mean, you're seeing them pop up. People are doing their thing. They are opening up clinics, wellness clinics,
Yeah.
and they have to be really careful with their verbiage. We have to be really
Almost
careful with
definitely.
our verbiage.
I've
Yeah.
had yes, I've had many videos shot down because of the verbiage. But whenever you're so passionate and you want to tell people the cold hard truth, it's like a man, you kind of step up, you know. And so
Yeah,
definitely I've learned they call it YouTube etiquette, or it's a certain etiquette we're supposed to speak a certain way in order not
yeah,
man not to get shut down. But hey, I'm down with it, bro. I'm down.
yeah. Oh,
I'm
come on,
down.
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, man. And hey, I think this is a nice, short and sweet uh introduction of what's about to go on and what's about to happen. Because
Yeah.
hey, man, we done got it started, and we are. That's all we have is time. So it's time to go for it, man.
Yep.
It's time to go for it. It's time to give people what they need because we need this. We need this. We need to open our eyes. We need to open our ears, and we
Yep.
need to open our hearts.
You're right. Most definitely. Most
Simply put, man, I'm gonna go ahead and shut myself up because I know I gotta go and eat dinner and get ready for the week. I'm gonna shut myself
My
up, man.
son, bro.
What's up, my man?
So hey, yeah, bro.
What's up?
He had
Yeah,
eczema, bro.
my guy.
He had eczema all over all I mean his arms and bad.
Uh-huh. Now,
It's gone.
yeah, now look at him.
Yeah.
And what did you do? You know what? That right there, that touched me, man.
Mhm.
Because as a parent, I'm not a parent. I'm 28
Yeah.
and I'm working on it. I'm getting close,
Yep.
right? But as a parent, I would venture to say, because I do have a nephew.
Yeah.
Oh, when your seed is hurting,
Almost definitely.
you want it to stop like that,
Yep.
not realizing that we got to go through it.
Yep. You do.
We got to go through it. It's the body telling you. And
Mhm.
so, just real quick before we go, man, just tell people exactly what you did, man.
Stop.
Exactly what you did, because I know a lot of people can benefit from that,
Almost
man.
definitely.
Because I got kids walking around and they will straight up look me in my eye and say, "No, no, no, this is excellent. I can't get rid of this. What are you
Almost.
talking about?
Yes, you can.
I Come on, man. Tell them,
Whenever
tell
we
them.
can. So whenever we hold on a second. So eczema basically is inflammation of the skin. We all know that, right? And so there's foods that cause inflammation. So it's simple. Don't eat so I'm sorry. There's foods that's called that's like it's anti-inflammatory. Then we
Mm-hmm.
have inflammatory, right? And so
Yeah.
inflammation basically. And so certain foods cause inflammatory responses. So what we did was we fed him. He was eating raw for his whole. He's gonna be 2 years old right now, 2 years old. He was eating
Mm-hmm.
raw diet. Everything was raw. Nothing was cooked. Raw the only. Um, and we learned. And as he pooped, he pooped a lot. He pooped all day.
Yeah.
But he
Well, I
still
mean, as you should. You're supposed to
yes
be
he
regulated,
pooped
right?
all yes he pooped
Mm-hmm.
all day, bro. And so we basically it's something called Kamal flower. It's a herb. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, sorry, not Kamal flower. It's called um goldenrod. And it grows.
That
Yeah, it
that's a
goes
root.
out. No, it's a flower.
It's a flower.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's those. So when you drive on the road, you might see some tall yellow. Man, I can't explain. It's golden, and
Okay.
so yeah,
Smaller buds.
yeah, it's
Okay.
golden. But you can search it up. It's called goldenrod, and we put goldenrod with olive oil or grapeseed oil, and every day, all day, every day, all day, we just moisturize his skin.
Ah,
Goldenrod is good. Man, it's good for skin. It's great for inflammation. So we
yeah.
treated it on top. We treated it with topically and internally.
Uh-huh.
Um,
So did y'all do like a tea or
no, we so internally was the diet.
okay.
Yeah, he ate fruits and vegetables all his life. Everything was raw, and
Uh-huh.
we just kept on treating it. And it took a while.
Good.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it took a long time. Consistency, dedication. We found out he couldn't use see when people have eczema and they scratch, they try to give them petroleum gel. No,
Right. No.
no,
No.
yeah, yeah.
We gotta stop putting that lubricant.
Yep.
that car
Yeah.
lubricant
Yeah.
on
Yes.
our lips and skins. And
Yep. Yep. And we learned it the hard
you
way.
got swabbed with that. You
Mm-hmm.
know you got swabbed with that, man, all on your forehead and your lips and your hands and stuff like that. We got to stop using stuff like that. But that's going to be a video for another time,
Yeah.
man. But what do you what do you think what do you think can be like a thought a thought that we can give people to marinate on before we record our next one?
I think some hold on one second. Hey, go. So I think just doing your why, like knowing your why and finding a reason to do it, you know. Understanding why you're doing it and find a reason on why you should do it. You know, what motivates you? For me, like I told you before, I saw how my family, you know, were they're always sick. Everyone was always sick. So I observed them and I learned from them. And so that was my reason. But my why is because it benefits me. It helps me, you know. It helps my kids, you know. So I'll say, man, find your why and observe and begin to watch your surroundings. You know, see how people get sick, see how they stay sick, see how they're on medication, popping pills every day. They're really drug addicts. They need that. They need the medication to help them. It's an illusion, right? So just find your why, find your reason to do it, and just start with that, you know. Be motivated. Use your eyes. See how many they're
Thank you.
sick. See what makes them sick. See what makes them this and makes them that. See with your eyes. Observe your surroundings. If my mama gets sick by eating this, I know I can't touch that. So learn from their mistakes. That's what I say, bro. Learn from their mistakes and use their mistakes to guide you down this path.
Hey, I like it, man. Like I said, I'm gonna shut myself up. That was a beautiful way to end it right there, man. I
Mhm.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, dude.
That's it for me, man. But our next topic, what do you think is going to be about?
Let's let's go to the drawing board on that one because you know we can get here and we can go on tangent and tangent and tangent.